Hello everyone, it's Melody from Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It, coming at you from the Community Garden Center. The last video I showed you how I went about cleaning up a raised bed. I did that, and I did say that I would bring you back to show you on the next video of what's the next step. What do I do when it comes to fertilizing? So for me personally, today, I think that I'm going to put a little bit of this Vigoro tomato and vegetable garden plant food plus calcium, promotes vigorous growth and high yields. It also helps prevent blossom end rot and splitting. My plants are actually outside in this beautiful weather, hardening off. Also states it'll help grow better quality fruits and vegetables. I had a little bit left in this, but this is my fave. I got a big bag of it, of this Job's Organic All-Purpose Granulated Food, which means it will release over time. More productive plants guaranteed and 100% organic. So I am going to put a little bit of this down because I don't want to waste it. And I may put a little bit of Job's down, and then we are going to put the cow down. So here we go. Let me find my gloves that I took off. Just putting my gloves on. And I don't know if you could see inside this bag of what it looks like. It's pretty big granulars. I got this at the end of the season, so I want to sprinkle this all over in there, mix it in, and waste not, want not. So let's go. It's not going to hurt it either way you look at it. It's just going to give this bed some more nutrients that will break down over time. And I think that may be good. Don't forget your ends. And now there literally is just a little tiny bit left. You can see in there, let me see. There is like a little smidgen left. I'll just mix it in with the next bed. So here is the Job's. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rake this in, and then we're going to add some Job's. We'll give the garden bed a good start with the nutrients that I just put in there, because it will release, its time release, it'll release over time, and that's fine by me. Just going to smooth it out. So just to keep the dirt as level as possible. So you will probably be seeing me do a lot of videos over here pretty much it. Just straighten it out. Make sure you didn't mess up your leveling of your dirt so that it's even everywhere. That's it. First bed is done. It has been weeded. It has been gone through, any weeds taken out. You might see a couple stray. I need to just get rid of it. And then we added a little bit of richer soil, and we just added plant food. So I'm not sure, I might make this my tomato bed since it's up front and it gets a lot of sun in this particular area. I'm just running my hand through it. At the very end is when I will add some wood chips. And now I think probably like, you just went through that with a rake. Why are you going through it with your hands? I just want to make sure that it's as even as possible. And now this bed is done. And now it is time for some cow, which is in the back of my hatch. So I will go get that. That's what it looks like. Looks pretty good. There it is. First bed done. I just have to go get the cow, and I want to put the cow, which I've never used before. I just haven't. I live over there in that development. My soil is like black at my house. I put a lot of emphasis into that dirt. I thought about shoveling it up and carrying it over here, but might be the death of me. But we will see. So for now, I am going to go get a bag of cow, and we're going to put that in next. Let me see here. These gardening gloves are a little old. And my phone's super sensitive. You have gloves on, you can't touch it. So I will be right back as soon as I get the cow out of the back of the SUV. Okay, I decided before I put the cow on that I want to water this. I didn't think that the water was on yet, because it hasn't been. People keep coming over with gallons of empty milk jugs. I am going to water this bed. I hope you were able to see, and I didn't have it up too high. Basically what I did, rake it and put some tomato vegetable garden plant food in the bed, and then evened it, and then went over it with my hands. Now I'm going to water it so that the food nutrients have a chance to seep in. No, we don't want that one. And this will give the plant food some time to get down into the soil. That's why I opted to water the raised bed first. You want to really kind of soak it. So usually after I put my granulated food in, I definitely do give the dirt a good soaking. So that the granulars seep down and it starts putting some nourishment inside of the bed. That looks pretty good to me. Now I'm going to go get a bag of cow, finally, and I'm going to put it down. Just got to get it out of my hatch. Give me 1 minute, guys. Ever told you how heavy a bag of cow is? Because if they say that it is heavy, it is not. So this is, let me see, let me lay it down. Let's see the size of, okay, it's 1 cubic feet. I don't know. It's a 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 cow manure for beautiful flowers, vegetables, gardens, and shrubs and trees. I'm wondering if the 1 cubic feet should be enough for there. A friend of mine said that it should. So we'll see, because I got 5 bags. So let me get this ripped open, and I'm going to start putting the black cow down. I might want my other glove. Unless I want to smell really stinky. Okay. Looks pretty dry. It almost looks like oh, I can't think right now. Peat moss or cocoa core. Like I said, I've never used cow before, but I am just gonna kind of sprinkle it around because it's kind of clumpy. I hope this part doesn't bore y'all, but we'll see if we get enough without skimping it for the entire bed. It's just coming out in big clumps, so I'm just breaking it up. I guess I could just dump the whole bag, but I don't need the whole bag in this bed. I don't know, we'll see. Because I think I'm going to mix this in, and whatever's left in the bag, I'm going to put that on the top as well. Start breaking up the clumps since I didn't have patience. I'm just spreading it out. comes in big clumps like that, so you have to kind of break it down a little bit. Guess you don't have to, I'm not really sure, but I would break it down instead of leaving it in big clumps. We're going to spread this evenly all over. I think that I want this first coating of cow to go down into the bed. I know it's more work for myself, but you have to build up your soil, especially when it's not your gardening soil. It's jet black, full of worms, which I think I am going to grab a couple buckets of that and end up dumping it, even if it's a bucket a day. I'm going to try to do 2 buckets per bed out of my garden. So that might be super heavy, we shall see. So basically, because I did use this bed last year, and I only used it just really for some extra room. I didn't put a whole lot of nutrients in it besides Job's. So just giving it a little bit more care this year to build the soil up for me, because I am counting on these raised beds to be able to garden this year. If you saw the last video, it was basically just to show you how to clean up a raised bed, what you should start doing. And I never did get around to putting the cow on the last video. And in this video, we evened it out after we gave it some food, which is awesome. And we are putting the cow on now. And this bed, technically speaking, can be ready to plant. So, like I said, I would like to maybe incorporate some of my soil from where I'm still currently living, because it's enriched with a lot of worms. We have to go worm picking tonight, we shall see. If I can manage a couple buckets, I would definitely do that. But this is how I get a garden or a raised bed ready for the season. I've only done 2 videos. This will be my second of the gardening for 2020. We're all getting a late start between frost or my situation with supposedly still having to move. I need somewhere to plant, and I figured I would come over today and get a bed done. So that looks pretty good to me. Now, I'm just going to guess and think I'm going to mix it in. Here we go. Just going to chop it right in. Just like this. Exactly what I'm going to do. Get some of the cow down in, and then the rest of that bag, which I think is probably at 1/4 or half, we will put on the top. So I'm basically just pretty much flipping the soil again. Between the food fertilizer that we gave and now the cow, looking pretty good. We're going to start spreading it out. I may give it a good soaking. I'm going to put the remainder of the cow on the top. I know it seems like a little bit of a pain. It's like you already evened it. Well, I want some cow underneath. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Even it out, back of your rake. So you don't have some major high places and then some major low spots. It is hot and bright and sunny here today. Hope you guys are able to see this okay. Say that that's pretty good. And now we're going to put the rest of that bag right on the top like we just did and spread it out. Right now I'm just checking for make sure there's not any super high spots. So it may take a little time to get the raised beds completely done, but this is the beginning. Clean it up. I discussed that in the last previous video. If you don't till, don't till. Flip it a little bit with a shovel. Put some nutrients, compost inside your garden or your raised bed so that your plants at least have a chance. After this last bit of cow goes on the top, some worm casting or some of my dirt, and I can honestly say bed number 1 is done. Whew, there we go. So maybe my friend is right, and he thinks 1 bag per bed over here would be enough. So maybe he is right about that one. Same process, probably boring to you. I'm just going to sprinkle, break up just like we just did, but I'll try to move a little bit faster. We're going to put the remainder of the cow on the top layer. Break it up some. If it's like really big clumps. Now we're going to do this side. Hopefully we make it on this bag. I'm not sure if they had this outside, but it's kind of clumpy. So I'm just taking my time, bringing you guys along on how I would start my garden or my gardening bed. And this would be it. Except I use worm castings at home. This is my first time ever using cow. These beds over here really need some nutrients. So that is what I'm doing if I expect my produce to be, or my plants that I'm growing, to be okay. I have to give it some amendments to the soil. I think we might make it. A little bit more to go. a little bit lower. So they're not a miracle for your back, for sure. If it was me, I'd be making some bigger raised beds. So we're just about at the end. This is the beginning of 2020 gardening season. And I just thought, for the new gardeners that were following the gardening series, might want to know what they have to do. If it's a raised bed, whether it's an in-ground garden, whether you till or don't till, you know, what do I do? How do I do it to get the bed going for the season? And there's still a little bit left in here. I'm going to fill in any empty spots that I see. That, my friends, is done. This was 1 cubic feet. You can see that. That was 1 cubic feet of black cow. Saw exactly what I did. I did the first layer, mixed it in. Now all I'm really going to do is just water it in, and that is it. So 1 bed down, 4 more to go. I'm not going to bore you to death with that, but that is how I would start a raised bed or garden. Clean it up, as I previously stated in the video prior to this. Weed it, flip it. If you till, great. If you don't till, that's fine. And then add nutrients to the soil, whether it's worm casting, some, plant food plus calcium. Soak that all in. Use cal or whatever you like to use. Mix that all in, and then that 1.5 cubic feet bag, 1 cubic feet bag, did 2 layers in this raised bed. So this top layer, I'm just going to water it and call this bed first raised bed of gardening season 2020 done. So thank you guys for joining me. Hope you could see. If you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comment section. Smash that like button, and if you're not already subscribed, take a look at some videos. Please subscribe if you like. But now we are getting into the gardening season of 2020. First bed is officially done. I'm just going to water that. I don't think you guys need to be bored with that. The only thing else that I may do to this bed is bring over a bucket or 2 of my own soil, or I will add some worm casting into this, and that'll be it. Then when I go to plant the plants, I'll bring you along for that. Love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and God bless, and I will see you soon. Happy gardening.